Hi, if you want to watch exclusive content with hot girls that you won't watch on YouTube, namely where Naruto roasts Kushina and Mikoto and many other hot girls without restrictions, then visit my Boosty channel at the link in the description.
Kanahagakure no Sato. October 10th night. Outside the village, Kushina Uzumaki, bloody habanera, gave birth. Her husband, Yonde Minato Namikaze, better known as Konoha's Yellow Lightning, held the QB suppression seal. Kushina, why does it hurt so much? Mikoto, damn it. By Vaka, Kushina, push, you can do it. The old woman supported the future mother. In 5 minutes, 2 boys were born. The firstborn was given to his father, and the younger one to his mother. Kushina, Minato, what should we name them? Minato, we'll name the older one Naruto after the hero from Sensei's book, and the younger one Minma after your grandfather. By Waka, let me take them, and you, Minato, restore the seal. Minato nodded and began to restore the seal, but the sound of something falling was heard. Minato turned around, but the bivouac was already lying dead, and a man with a spiral mask was standing next to him. Unknown, Minato, step away from the Jinchuriki or your children will suffer. Minato, calm down and put the children down. Let's talk and resolve this peacefully. Unknown, I'm already calm, the mask maker said, throwing the children into the air, attaching explosive tags to their diapers. Minato caught the children and teleported away, but upon hearing a hissing sound, he threw the diapers away, causing them to explode. Teleporting home, Minato placed the children on the bed and decided to return to Kushina. Returning to Kushina, he freed her, but the fox had already broken free, and the mask maker subdued it with his Sharingan. Minato teleported Kushina to the children and prepared to leave to save the village. Kushina, where are you going? Minato, I'll be watching the kids soon. Minato was transported to the Hokage mountain. Upon seeing Minato, the fox used a Baijidama and sent it to the Yondaime. The young Hokage used one of his signature techniques, Thunder God's Flight, to teleport the Baijidama outside Konoha. Minato was about to teleport the fox away, but the masked man attacked him. Minato, you passed through the barrier set up at the shelter without being noticed. You are Uchiha Madara. Mask Maker, it's interesting, very interesting, you were able to expose me, but oh well, you'll die here anyway. After Minato attacked the Uchiha, they began a taijutsu fight. All of Namikaze's attacks passed through the Mask Maker, and then Minato threw a kunai at Madara. The kunai passed through the Uchiha, but Minato teleported onto him and struck the Mask Maker in the back with a Rasengan. Mask Maker, damn, you've earned the name of Konoha's Yellow Lightning, Minato Namikaze, but you won't save the village if you follow me. Having said this, the Mask Maker disappeared. Minato, damn, he's gone, okay, I need to help the third sector of the Kyuubi. Minato teleported to Hiruzen and saw a lot of rubble, bodies, and fire burning everywhere. Minato, sorry, I'm late. Hiruzen, where is the attacker? Minato, he's gone, Yondaime said, gritting his teeth. Hiruzen, what are we going to do with the Kyuubi? Minato, I will seal him as my son. Hiruzen, wait, what are you going to do? Minato, I don't want this either, but it has to be this way. Hiruzen, okay, we'll take the Kyuubi away from Konoha. Minato, good. Yondaime teleported home and, taking the children, moved to Hiruzen. Minato, I brought them. Hiruzen, Minato, hold back the Kyuubi, I will seal the fox. Minato, but Hiruzen-sama. Hiruzen, none, but you're still young and I'm old. You have a family and a village, and I have no one. So objections are not accepted. Minato, okay. Young Yondaime began to restrain the fox while Sandaime summoned the god of death, BG. BG, why did a mortal call me? Hiruzen, I want you to seal the fox into these children. BG looked at Naruto and realized that he was the child of prophecy and grinned. Do you know the price for this? BG asked Hiruzen. Hiruzen, yes, and I'm ready. After the healing, Hiruzen's body fell lifeless and his thoughts were about these children and their destinies. Seeing what had happened to Hiruzen, Minato ran to the altar where he saw something that shocked him, Naruto's transformation. His hair, once the color of the sun, had become pitch black, and his pupils had elongated to resemble a fox's. The chakra was so powerful that the Yondaime could barely stand, but afterward, everything calmed down. The young Hokage, fearing for his family, decided to give Naruto to an orphanage, leaving him outside the door with a piece of paper that read, Uzumaki Naruto. He told Kushina that Naruto had died. She grieved but soon calmed down because she still had Minma, and she decided to devote herself entirely to his training and life. In a few hours, the young Yondaime called a council to discuss the Kyuubi's attack and to announce Hiruzen's death. Minato, I thank you all for coming at this time. Today, I would like to tell you about the death of Hiruzen-sama and the emergence of a new Jinchuriki. Fugaku, what are we going to do with the Jinchuriki? Danzo, I suggest you give him to me at the root. I will make a good weapon out of him. The elders and Hugo supported him. Minato, no. We all know your methods, so I'm against it. Any other ideas? Shikaku, I propose that we give the Jinchuriki to an orphanage, and then give him an apartment and some allowance. Then, like all the other children, he'll go to the academy. Everyone was in favor of this decision, except the elders and Hugo. Inoichi, and what did the Jinchuriki become? Minato, this is an orphan from the orphanage. Fugaku, I see. You're not telling me something, Minato. Okay, I'll find out later. Minato, this concludes the council. After the council, Fugaku approached Minato. Fugaku, Minato, what happened? You weren't yourself at the meeting, he asked, worried about his friend. Minato, Jinchuriki is my eldest son, Yondaime said, almost crying. Fugaku, and you didn't do anything. Minato, what could I do? The elders wouldn't have allowed him to be taken into the family. Fugaku, I understand you, Minato. You can survive this. Does Kushina know? Minato, no, she's unconscious. Fugaku, I see. Time skip 5 years. Time skip 5 years. Naruto was a growing genius. At 1 year old, he learned to walk. At 1.5, he began running and trying to talk. At 2, he began talking. At 2.5, he began trying to read and write. At 3.5, he was good at reading and writing. At 5, he had Chunin-level theoretical knowledge. Today, October 10th, the people celebrated the birthday of the Hokage's son and the victory over the Kyuubi. Naruto was also hunted on this day, as everyone wanted revenge, even though it was the boy's birthday and he was turning 6. Here he is, running from the Chunin, but runs into a dead end. Chunin won, that's it. The little demon got to them. Naruto, wait, what did I do to you? Chunin 2, shut up, you killed my sister. Having said this, Chunin 1 made a vertical cut on the boy's chest. Afterwards, they began to beat Naruto as hard as they could, but then one Chunin 1 suggested. Chunin 3, let's gouge his eye out, he said, twirling the kunai in his hand. Naruto got scared and wanted to run away, but there was nowhere to run, and so could I deprive the boy of his left eye. Naruto, Chunin 1, shut up, demon spawn. Naruto falls unconscious from the pain shock. The Chunins left, and Naruto was found by a man. Naruto entered his subconscious. He found himself in some kind of sewer. He decided to take a walk, and after a few minutes, he came to a large cage with a kanji for a seal. Naruto approached the cage, and a voice was heard from within. So this is my jailer. Why did he come, for power? Naruto, so I'm the Jinchuriki of the nine-tailed demon fox, awesome. Naruto shouted the last word at his entire subconscious. Kyuubi, hey, be quiet. Naruto, sorry Kyuubi-san, it wasn't on purpose. Kyuubi, Hey kid, aren't you afraid of me? Naruto, no, I admire you. Can I ask 3 questions? Kyubi, go ahead, said Kyubi with interest. Naruto, Kyubi is a nickname. So what is your name? And will you become my friend? Kyubi, my name is Kurama, and I will become your friend. And the 3rd question? Naruto, 3? Kurama, you said you'd ask 3 questions, but you only asked 2. Naruto, so I asked 1 question when I asked you about questions. Kurama stood in a stupor. Then there were claps and a man with black hair, circles and 2 strands braided into small braids, emerged from the darkness. Kurama, Indra, hello to you too, Kurama. Hello Naruto, my name is Indra Otsutsuki, and you are my reincarnation. Naruto, what? Kurama, wait, but why didn't he have Uchiha ancestors? Indra, why was it Madara on my father's side? Naruto, do you know who my parents were? Indra, why were they alive, and are they still alive? Your parents are Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Naruto, why? Why? Why did they abandon me? Naruto roared. Kurama, no, you are the one who abandoned Minato, and your mother doesn't know anything. Why did you tell him that? Kurama asked Indra. Indra, that's why. He pointed at Naruto. Kyubi looked at Naruto and saw his eyes glowing with a 2-color Sharingan. Indra, Naruto, I will give you my power, and you decide what you will do with it yourself. After which Indra touched Naruto's forehead, and he screamed in unbearable pain. Indra disappeared, leaving Naruto and Kurama alone. Kurama, Naruto, how are you? Naruto, I'm fine, Kurama, so what are you going to do next? Naruto, they are nothing to the Hokage and his family, nothing more. Okay, I have to go, he said and disappeared. Kurama was glad that Naruto would not take revenge, but is that true? After the incident, Naruto woke up in the hospital as usual. He felt some discomfort and tried to open his left eye, but realized he couldn't. Looking around the room, Naruto saw a nightstand next to him with fruit on it. Realizing that his savior had likely brought it to him, Naruto decided to thank him when he saw it. About 2 minutes later, the boy got out of bed and walked over to the mirror in the corner of the room. Looking at himself in the mirror, he saw a boy of about 6 to 8 years old with jet black hair and fox-like eyes. He was wearing a white t-shirt and simple white pants. But the most striking thing he remembered was the cut on his left eye. Only now did Naruto recall all the horrors that had happened that evening. Next to the mirror was a white closet, from which he could see black shinobi pants, a black t-shirt, and a black sweatshirt with a whirlpool symbol on the back. After donning this outfit, Naruto covered his left eye with an eye patch, concealing its absence. He then left the hospital through the window. After leaving the hospital, the boy headed to his favorite training ground, Training Ground 13, for training. After 15 minutes, Naruto arrived at the abandoned Training Ground 13 and began his warm-up, which consisted of 25 push-ups and squats, 30 pull-ups, and 15 laps around the training ground. Naruto completed 6 sets in 3 hours, but his workout was interrupted by a jonin who approached. "Jonin, why did you leave the hospital?" asked a man in his mid-20s with ash blonde hair and a half mask covering his face, a leaf forehead protector pulled down over his left eye. He was dressed in the simple attire of a Konoha jonin. Naruto recognized this jonin as Konoha's copy ninja, Kakashi Hatake. Naruto admired him as one of the strongest shinobi and a student of the Yonde Minato Namikaze. "Naruto, so it was you who saved me. I am very grateful to you for saving me." "Kakashi, how did you know it was me who thanked you?" "Naruto, only you could know that I'm in the hospital and decide to hate me." "Kakashi, what is your name?" "Naruto, my name is Naruto Uzumaki." "Kakashi, and I'm Kakashi Hatake." "Naruto, I knew that already." "Kakashi, what are you doing here?" On the way, I'm training, he said in a cold voice. Kakashi, I'll watch your training. Naruto, do as you wish. Having said this, he began throwing kunai and shuriken at the little ones. Kakashi was surprised, because Naruto was cold for his age, and he also hit the center of the target with 6 kunai, 2 in the second circle of the ring, and 2 missed. Kakashi, hey, don't you want me to train you? Naruto, what good does this to you? Naruto asked with some disbelief. Kakashi, I was wondering what kind of shinobi you would become, and you also reminded me of me in my youth, just as cold to everyone and growing up to be a genius. Naruto, okay, he said calmly. Kakashi, okay, tell me what you can do. Naruto, well, I awaken the hearth and can walk on trees and water, and in theory, I'm a mid to high chunin. Physically, I only recently started training. You've already seen Bukenjutsu, sensei. Kakashi was shocked by what the boy could do. At 6 years old, he could do things that many Jinin couldn't. Kakashi, okay, so go ahead and sit in the lotus position and disperse the chakra throughout the SCC. Naruto, okay sensei. About 4 hours passed. Kakashi, okay, you can rest. Come tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we'll find out your elements. Naruto, okay Kakashi sensei. After training, Naruto went home and made noodles with fish and salad. The next day, Naruto arrived at the appointed time. Seeing that his sensei was gone, Naruto decided to start warming up. 30 minutes later, Kakashi arrived. Naruto, you're late, Kakashi sensei. Kakashi, sorry, a black cat just crossed my path. Okay, here you go. Kakashi gave Naruto a piece of paper and continued, you know how to use it. Naruto, yes, I know. Naruto squeezed a piece of paper between his fingers and gave chakra. The first sheet was cut, which meant futon, the second was crumpled, which meant Raiton, the third burned, the fourth turned into ice. Nothing happened to the rest. Kakashi was shocked because the child who didn't even go to the academy had 3 elements and 1 Kekkei Genkai. Kakashi, Naruto, you have 3 elements and 1 Kekkei Genkai, he said, still in shock. Naruto, so I have futon, Keton and Raiton and also an ice Kekkei Genkai, interestingly. Kakashi, okay, I can help with Raiton, my friend Uchiha will help with Keton, and Asuma will help with futon. Okay, let me teach you a few techniques, and tomorrow you'll start learning futon. After Keton you'll do Raiton 1 day, futon the 2nd, and Keton the 3rd. Naruto, okay Kakashi sensei. Time skip 1 year. Time skip 1 year. Over the course of that year, Naruto became a strong jonin and could fight Kakashi on equal terms, but only for the first 2 hours. After that, he lost due to pain. Kakashi introduced Naruto to Itachi and Asuma. Flashback. Kakashi, from today on, you will be trained by Itachi and Asuma. Itachi. Hello, are you Naruto? Naruto nodded. Great. I'll train you in fire, and Asuma-san will train you in futon. Naruto, okay. End flashback. Naruto has become even stronger this year. Characteristics. Taijutsu, strong jonin. Ninjutsu, Anbu level. Bukenjutsu, intermediate jonin. Kenjutsu, strong chunin. Chakra control, B-rank med jin. Chakra amount, above the Uzumaki average. Now Naruto is on his way to the Hokage's residence to become an Anbu. He knocks on the door and hears, "Enter!" He enters. Minato, and you, Naruto, did you want something? Naruto, yes, I would like to join the Anbu, he said coldly and with lifeless eyes. Minato was scared when he saw his eyes. Minato, aren't you a bit small? Naruto, don't look at my age. Better yet, give me a test. Minato, good raven. An Anbu wearing a raven mask appeared in the office. Naruto realized it was Itachi. Minato, let's go to training ground 18. Having teleported to the training ground, Minato continued, Raven, Fight him, and I will evaluate him and decide whether to accept him or not. Raven, hi. Raven and Naruto formed a fighting formation. Minato threw a kunai and jumped back when it fell, and the two engaged in taijutsu. Naruto dominated at first, but after activating his Sharingan, they began to fight equally. Soon, Naruto became bored and jumped back, uttering a taunt. Naruto, Katon, Fireball. He blew out a 10 by 10 ball, and it flew at the Uchiha. The Uchiha jumped back, but Naruto, who raised his katana to strike, didn't let him land. The raven dissolved into crows, and a flame appeared. Uzumaki pierced his heart, but it turned out to be a clone. The original himself was behind the Uchiha and said, Naruto, forbidden technique, Millennium was. Naruto said, drinking from his fingers and thrusting it into the crows, but causing it to fly 10 meters away. Minato was shocked by Naruto's strength because he defeated the crow without even breaking a sweat. Minato, okay, the raven will take you to the base and give you a mask. There they will give you a tattoo. Time skip 1 year. During this time, Naruto became known as Konoha's Black Lightning as he used Hiraishin and left behind Black Lightning. Naruto completed many missions, namely SS5, S plus 49, A31, B15. From 10. Naruto was now getting dressed for the academy, as he had turned 8 and was supposed to go. His appearance had changed over the year. He had become colder. He was often late, and always wore a black mask like Kakashi's. He also read Jiraiya's books, and his favorite was The Legend of the Gutsy Shinobi. Well, okay, Naruto was already halfway to the academy. He considered it a waste of time, but the Hokage and Kakashi forced him. He approached it and saw a crowd of people. Naruto walked up to a tree with a swing and climbed it. Kakashi appeared next to him, and they began talking even after the Hokage finished his speech. Minato, now you'll approach the distribution ball, which will check your chakra level. If it's green, it's Class C, yellow Class B, red Class A. Then a chewing came out and started calling everyone over. Naruto's class, according to canon, only Minma was added to it. So Iruka took the children and led them into the office. When everyone was seated, Iruka began. Iruka, my name is Iruka Umino. I am your teacher for the next 5 years. Now I will call you, and you will come out and introduce yourself. So, the first is Minma Namikaze. Minma, my name is Minma Namikaze. I am the son of the 4th Hokage. I love my family and training. I don't like arrogant people and traitors. My goal is to become Hokage, and my dream is to become the strongest in the whole world. Iruka, well done Minma. Next up Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto, what a childish wish. Kurama, I agree. Sasuke, my name is Sasuke Uchiha. I love my family and training with my brother. I don't like. There is no such thing. My dream is to become the head of the clan, and my goal is to surpass my brother. Naruto, it's Itachi's brother, huh? Okay. Then Naruto didn't listen, but talked to Kurama in his subconscious, and that's what they call him. Iruka, Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto, my name is Uzumaki Naruto. You don't need to know what I like and don't like. I'll keep my goals and dreams to myself, Naruto said coldly, making everyone shudder. Everyone. But he didn't say anything. Iruka, there will be no classes today, so you can go. After class, Naruto went home where he ate and began to learn Fuin and then went to bed. Time skipped 5 years. During this time, Naruto continued to improve himself and carry out missions as an Anbu. During this time, Naruto fully mastered Fuin and could perform complex A and S rank seals. Naruto sent a clone to the academy, believing it was a waste of time. In his 3rd year, practical training began at the academy. Flashback. Iruka, so children, from today onwards you will begin practical classes. All, hooray! and only Naruto and Shikamaru didn't care about it. The first because he didn't need it, he was already at Itachi's level, if not higher, and for the second it was a pain in the ass. Iruka. So, everyone, come out to the academy's training ground. About 10 minutes later, the entire class was at the training ground. Naruto and Shikamaru laid down under a tree, ignoring the teacher's words. Iruka stood there and explained what to do, what stance to hold, how to swing correctly, etc. Iruka, now Minma will show us. Minma came out, took a kunai and threw it. It hit the second ring. He did the same with everyone, only a few hit the center of the target. Iruka, well done Minma, 610 is a good result. Then the girl started shouting things like, Minma-kun, you're the best, etc. Then everyone took turns going out and throwing kunai and shurikens. Ino 210 410. Kiba 310 510. Shikamaru 410 410. Chuji 410 310. Sakura 210 310. Sasuke 510 710. And then it was Naruto's turn. Iruka, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto stood up and walked calmly, taking a kunai each and throwing them. He hit the first 5 in the center of the target, but the rest missed, suggesting he was lucky. It was the same with shurikens. Iruka, well done Naruto. Sakura, how dare you, demon, imitate Minma-kun. Naruto, I'm not imitating, I just started training and here are the results. Everyone fell silent. Naruto walked up to the tree under which Shikamaru was lying. Shikamaru, you missed on purpose, why? Naruto, so you noticed, it's a pain. Why did you miss? You could have hit more? Shikamaru, so you noticed too, it's a pain. In flashback now Naruto is sitting for the Chunin exam. He's not worried about it. He knows he'll pass. After all, he's an Umbu captain and Konoha's strongest ninja. And this at only 13 years old. Here's Naruto passing the first written test in 5 minutes and getting 100 points. The second test was a Bukenjutsu test, which Naruto passed with a score of 10-10. The third test was Hinge, Illusion Clone, and Substitution. Naruto did everything except replace the illusion shadow, but no one noticed. Naruto received the armband, hung it on his shoulder, left the academy, and headed to Ichiraku Ramen. Tucci, oh Naruto, I see you become a genin. Naruto, yes, you're right, old man Tucci. It's the same as usual for me. Tucci, okay, it will be in 5 minutes. After Naruto ate and went home, but on the way he was called by the Hokage. Arriving at the office, Naruto knocked and entered. Naruto, Hokage-sama was called. Minato, yes, I did, Naruto. You are leaving the A&BU since you have become a genin and will be taking missions with the team. Naruto, okay Hokage-sama, can I find out who will be on my team? Minato, yes, your team will have an Uchiha, Matura Saratobi, and your sensei will be Kakashi. Naruto, okay Hokage-sama, Naruto said and left. Minato in his thoughts, how you've matured, Naruto. I've decided everything after the Chunin exams, I'll tell you everything. After visiting the Hokage, Naruto went home. There he ate, took a shower and went to bed. Naruto's POV. Today I woke up quite late, at 7 o'clock to be exact. I got up and went to the bathroom, washed myself, and then went to make something to eat. Then, looking at my watch, I saw 8:25, and realizing I was late, I teleported using Shunshin to the academy entrance. I approached the classroom, knocked on the door, and entered. Naruto, Iruka-sensei, I'm sorry I'm late. Iruka, good passers-by. Iruka was used to Naruto being late all the time, so he didn't scold him. Iruka, so today you graduated from the academy and became full-fledged shinobi. I want you to continue to carry the will of fire and protect your village. And so, from now on, I will call the teams and their senseis. All canon commands except 7. Iruka, Team 7 Sasuke Uchiha, Minma Namikaze and Sakura Haruno Sensei Kushina Uzumaki. Team. And the last Team 15 is Ren Uchiha Matura Sarutobi and Naruto Uzumaki Sensei Kakashi Hitaki. All the Jonin came in, even Kakashi. Naruto was surprised because he wasn't late. Kushina, Team 7 and 15 to the roof, it's getting hot here. Kushina and Kakashi vanished in a puff of smoke. Naruto used Shunshin to transport himself to Kakashi. Naruto, so you're not late, I'm surprised, he said while reading the Ika Ika book. Kakashi, haha, and you thought I would always be late. Naruto, you. Kakashi, that's actually a shame, Kakashi said sadly. Naruto, well, forgive me, do you want me to take you to Ichiraka? Kakashi, okay. Kushina, do you know each other? Naruto, a little more than acquaintances. Here all the Genin stood up and sat down in different places. Kushina, let me introduce myself. Sakura, set an example. Kushina, okay. I'm Kushina Uzumaki. I love my family, and I don't like traitors. My dreams and goals have long been fulfilled. Kakashi, my name is Kakashi Hitaki. I'm a Jonin of the Leaf. You don't need to know what I like and don't like. I'll keep my dreams to myself, and my goals won't interest you. But he didn't say anything. Sakura, my name is Sakura Haruno. I love Sasuke-kun, I don't like Lehman, and my goal is to become Sasuke-kun's wife. Minma, my name is Minma Namikaze. I love my family and training. I don't like, there's no such thing. My goal is to become Hokage. Sasuke, my name is Sasuke Uchiha. I love my family and training. I don't like traitors. My goal is to become the head of the clan. My dream is to surpass my brother. Ren, my name is Ren Uchiha. I love my mom and dad. I don't like that. There is no goal, just like there is no dream. Mitsuru, my name is Mitsuru Sarutobi. I love my family. I don't love. Is that true? My goal is to become a strong shinobi. Naruto, as far as I understand, I'm the last one. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. I love reading and self-improvement. I don't like arrogant people. My dream is to awaken the chains of fungo. My goal is to prove something to someone. Everyone was shocked by this statement, as they knew about these chains, and that only Uzumaki girls can awaken them. If an Uzumaki man awakens them, he will become the head of the clan. Kakashi, okay, tomorrow, come to training ground number 9, and don't eat anything, otherwise you might throw up. We'll test your strength. Everything is fine. So they all left. Naruto went to the training ground to train, after which he went home where he ate ramen and went to bed. The day after they met, 6 people were standing at the training ground, waiting for something or someone. It was already 10 o'clock, and they still hadn't arrived. About 10 minutes later, 2 people arrived. A man about 27 years old with ash blonde hair and a protector over his left eye, and a young man about 13 with jet black hair and a protector on his hand. They were vigorously judging something. Naruto, and I tell him, like, it's none of your business, dead people don't need to know this. Kakashi, ahahaha, you seriously said that. He laughed at his interlocutor's story. Naruto, well, it was necessary to confuse the enemy. Kakashi, well, you know, there was another way to get out of the hot springs when you got caught peeping, said the Cyclops, continuing to chuckle. Naruto, well, it's not my fault that I wasn't born with the Bikugan. Kakashi, yeah, but please don't let me see you again, or better yet, stop peeking altogether. Naruto, oh, you'd think you were the picture of innocence, hee, said the guy looking at the book in the ash-haired man's hands. Kakashi put the book away at this statement. He blushed, though it was hidden under the mask, but the young man understood this, as he had known him for many years. Naruto, virgin, said our brunette, approaching his team. Hey, hi everyone, he said with a fake smile. No one realized the fakeness of his smile except Kakashi. Kakashi, sorry I'm late. A black cat crossed the road. Kushina, yeah, a cat, said an angry Kushina, releasing her ki. Kakashi didn't even fall for it, because Naruto's ki was much stronger and more terrifying. He got hit by it once, and the consequences weren't the best. Naruto unleashed his own on Kushina's ki. He, of course, reduced it several times, as they couldn't handle it. Kushina was stunned by such a ki. A 13-year-old child had ki like hers. No, it was even stronger. Having removed the ki, they continued. Kakashi, so Kushina-san and I have 2 bells each, you need to take them. Rin, but there are only 4 bells, sensei, and there are 6 of us. Kushina, Rin has spotted it well. 2 of you will be going to the academy. Everyone but Naruto. What? Naruto, teamwork means. Kakashi, you have time until lunch. Let's start. Everyone scattered. Minma decided to work as a team, as he knew they couldn't defeat the Jonin. Finding the team, he approached them and said, Minma, guys, let's work as a team. Sasuke, okay. Minma, so I'll distract Kushina-sensei, and you take the places I tell you. Sasuke, good. As they approached the sensei, they heard the sounds of battle. Looking over, they saw Naruto fighting evenly with Kakashi without a book. Then Kushina attacked him from behind, but he ignored her, parried the blow, and jumped back, performing hand seals and blowing a 25 by 25 fireball. Everyone was shocked when Naruto attacked Kakashi, who made a mistake while fighting back. Naruto caught him in his mistake, took the bells, and disappeared into Shunshin. He then reappeared near Minma and his team. Naruto, phew, that was sweaty. By the way, they know where we are. You're not hiding your chakra, are you? Do you need help getting the bells? Minma, he managed to get 2 bells for once. Yes, please help. Naruto, okay then, I'll attack Kushina-san, and while I'm distracting you, sneak up behind them and start throwing shurikens at them. Minma, where is your team? Naruto, they are hiding now and will help with shurikens. Minma, okay. A minute later, Naruto attacked Kushina and they engaged in a taijutsu fight, with Naruto dominating. Suddenly, shurikens flew at Kushina. Naruto jumped back, and Minma rushed toward her. While they fought, the shurikens continued to fly. Kakashi came to Kushina's aid, but he couldn't help because he was paralyzed by seals. During this time, Naruto created 3 seals just in case. After Kakashi, Naruto rushed toward Kushina and began engaging in taijutsu, but Kushina suddenly collapsed. During the dance, as Naruto called this fight, he placed a paralysis seal on her. Naruto, phew, that was tough, but we did it, great teamwork. Kakashi, so you understand? Maybe you should remove the seal? Naruto, yeah, I'm sorry. Naruto said, walking up to Kakashi and removing the seal, he went to Kushina, and after doing exactly the same actions, he went to Kakashi. Kakashi, you all did well. Be at the residence tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Don't be late. Naruto, Kakashi, let's go to Ichiraku and order some ramen. Kakashi, let's go Naruto, he said, disappearing in a puff of smoke. Naruto, okay, let's go, he said, disappearing just like Kakashi. After the inspection, the 2 of us went to Ichiraku, where they ordered ramen. After they ate, they said goodbye and went home. When they got home, Naruto washed up and went to bed. About a month has passed since the inspection, during which time Team 15 has completed 12 D rank and 3 C rank missions. Now the Hokage has summoned them. Minato, Team 15, you are going to help Team 7. The client has downgraded the mission's rank, said an angry Minato. Kakashi, okay, we can go. Minato, yes, free. Kakashi, in an hour, near the Konoha gates. Afterwards, they parted ways. Ren and Mitsuru went to pack their things. Kakashi too, but in a seal, and Naruto. Well, what about Naruto? He had everything in seals. An hour passed at the Konoha gates. Kakashi, everyone's come, then let's go, Kakashi said, and they set out. About 3 to 4 hours later, they heard the sounds of battle. Following the sounds, they saw Kushina fighting Zabuza Momochi, with 2 more swordsmen of the mist standing off to the side, Raiga Kurisuke and Mangitsu Hozuki. Zabuza raises his Kibikira Bocho to strike, but is stopped by Naruto's katana. Zabuza, who the hell are you? Naruto, dead people don't need to know this, Naruto said in a cold voice. Zabuza, you're interesting, tell me your name. Naruto, Uzumaki Naruto is a genin of the leaf, Naruto said with a smirk. Zabuza, well then get ready, I'm attacking. Soon a fight broke out where there were no winners. Of course, Naruto was just playing with Zabuza. But suddenly Zabuza heard, Raiga, those moves seem familiar to me. Wait, that's Konoha's Black Lightning. Zabuza, go away, you can't handle it. Everyone was stunned, because Konoha's strongest Umbu, who was no less fast than Minato Namikaze, was a 13-year-old child. Naruto, so they exposed me, well, that's not interesting. Zabuza, why? Naruto, well, now you'll leave without fighting and I'm bored. Zabuza, don't be afraid, I'll sit with you. Naruto, thank you. The fight continued, with Naruto now dominating. Zabuza jumped back, putting together his techniques, and spoke. Suiton, Water Dragon. A water dragon appeared and rushed at Naruto. Naruto jumped back, performing 3 hand seals, and quietly uttered, Naruto, Katon, Great Fireball. A 50 by 50 meter sphere emerged from Naruto's mouth. Zabuza, realizing that death was inevitable, uttered his final words. Zabuza, forgive Haku. After which he burned to ashes. During this time, Kakashi dealt with Reina, killing him, and Mangitsu left. Kakashi, Naruto, why did it take me so long? I thought you could do it faster than me. Naruto, sorry, he was just a good opponent, I enjoyed fighting him. Kakashi, there will always be someone to entertain you. Naruto, I think I agree with you. Kushina, why did he call you Konoha's Black Lightning? Naruto simply pulled out a black mask with cutouts for the eyes. Putting it on, he teleported behind Kushina. Naruto, maybe because I am him. After that, no one asked any questions. The bridge was completed, and Naruto killed Gato. The bridge was named Black Lightning in honor of their savior. Arriving at Konoha, Kakashi and Kushina submitted their report, after which Kakashi left. Kushina, you realize how much our son has grown, right? Kushina asked Minato. She'd known about Naruto for a long time. At first, she was angry with Minato, but later she forgave him. Minato, yes, I'm going to tell the truth after the Chunin exams. Here, take these exam forms. Kushina, okay. Exam A week has passed since the mission in the Land of Waves. During this time, Team 15 completed 23 D-rank missions, 9 C-rank missions, and 2 B-rank missions. During this time, Naruto became friends with the team. They went to Ichiraku together several times. Team 15 is currently at the Sensei training grounds. Kakashi arrived with some papers. Kakashi, so, the Chunin exams are in 3 weeks. Here are the forms if you're participating. Naruto, aren't you late with this? The others were given theirs a week ago, though you're the one, so it's expected you'd be late. A reproach from his friend and Sensei all rolled into one. Kakashi, you're right. Sign them if you're ready to participate. Taking the forms, the team signed them and gave them to Kakashi. Kakashi, okay, then come to this training ground tomorrow and I will train you. Jinins, hi. 3 weeks passed. Naruto was now strolling through Konoha. But suddenly, he heard someone scream. Coming across the rooftops, he saw Asuna Shinobi holding Konohamaru, the third's grandson. Naruto from the roof. Aren't you ashamed to insult the third grandson? Guys, if you don't let him go, you'll be in big trouble, Naruto said cheerfully as he landed. Kankuro, hey, who are you? Naruto, I'm just a genin who, like you, will be participating in the exam. So will you let him go? Naruto said with a hint of steel in his voice. Kankuro, no, I have to teach him a lesson. Oh, what a pity, because I meant well, Naruto said behind Kankuro's back, holding a katana to his throat. Kankuro let go of Konohamaru and raised his hands. Konohamaru, thank you, brother Naruto. Naruto, you're welcome, he said, removing the katana from Kankuro's throat. Kankuro, stop disgracing our village, a voice came from the tree. It turned out to be a young man of about 13 years old with red hair and the kanji for love on his forehead. Kankuro, sorry Gaara. Gaara, who are you? The red-haired man asked our brunette. Naruto, Uzumaki Naruto. And you? Gaara, Sabaka no Gaara. I hope we meet again in the second stage. Naruto, likewise Gaara, but remember 9 is better than 1. No one understood what Naruto was talking about, not even Gaara. Before Gaara could come to his senses and ask him what it meant, Naruto had vanished without a trace. After this skirmish, Naruto went to Ichiraku. After eating, he went home, where he went to bed. The next morning, Naruto woke up at 6 a.m. He went to the bathroom, washed himself, and then went to make some food. Naruto deliberately skipped training because it was the first stage of the exam. After finishing his chores, he checked the time. It was 7:30 a.m. Realizing he wasn't pressed for time, he started getting ready. Leaving his apartment, he headed for the academy, where the exam would be held. He arrived at 8 a.m., where his team was waiting for him. Ren, hello Naruto. Naruto, hello Ren Mitsuru. Mitsuru, and you won't be able to miss it either. Well, shall we go? Naruto, yeah. Once inside, they headed to room 312. They arrived quickly. As they entered, everyone present released their ki onto them. Naruto grinned and released his ki, causing everyone to shudder. They went to their seats and waited for the examiner. 2 minutes later, Marino Ibiki entered. Ibiki, my name is Marino Ibiki, and I am the examiner for the first round of the Chunin exam. In this round, we will test your knowledge, and if you try to cheat, you and your team will be eliminated. At the end, I will read out question 10. Let's begin. When everyone was given the test papers, Naruto didn't write them down, knowing the gist of the test. Shikamaru, Ren, and Mitsuru followed suit. After about 5 minutes, Ibiki said, Ibiki, teams 4, 8, 13, 20, 25, 28 out. The teams whose names had been announced left the auditorium. An hour later, less than half remained, 54 to 159 teams. Ibiki began to announce the 10th question. So, I will begin to announce the 10th question. If you do not answer it, you will never become Chunin. However, you can also leave and come to the next exam. After about 5 minutes, about 24 teams had entered. 30:159 teams remaining. Ibiki. And that's all that's left, he said, continuing to press his key. I congratulate you, you all made it through. Having said this, he retracted his key. Then a purple-haired girl flies through the window. Anko Mitarashi said to Naruto silently and shuddered. Anko, that's all who passed. You're getting old. Ibiki, you're losing your grip. Ibiki, leave me alone, Anko, or you don't want to look stupid in front of your victim. Anko looked around the audience, saw Naruto and smiled. No, she bared her teeth, and Naruto shuddered. Anko, I'm Mitarashi Anko, and I'm the examiner for the second Chunin exam. It'll be held tomorrow in the Forest of Death. Please arrive at 7 o'clock. Everyone went their separate ways, some to celebrate, some to go home, But Naruto went to the training grounds because he sensed something was wrong. That was how the first stage of the exam ended. Naruto was curious about the second stage and what the Genin could show. Mission to NVU Flashback. There are two people in the Root Head's office. The first is the head himself, Shimura Danzo, and the second is his best fighter and Root Umbu captain, Uzumaki Naruto, also known as Konoha's Black Lightning. Danzo is currently sifting through a pile of papers, with Naruto helping him. Then an Umbu with a red and white tan coloring enters the office. It was Kanoto. Kanoto, Danzo-sama, I have a mission from Marino Ibiki. He said this with a serious tone. Danzo, spill it, Danzo said seriously. What does he need if he's asking for help? Kanoto, he's asking for help. They brought in a prisoner who won't reveal anything. Danzo, Naruto. Naruto, yes Danzo-sama. Danzo, take care of it. I can handle this myself. Naruto, hi Danzo-sama. He said, and disappeared in Black Thunder. Naruto appeared near the interrogation room. As he entered, he was met by two guards. Guard 1, did Danzo-sama send you? Naruto, yes, can you take me to the place? Guard 1, okay, I'll see you through, he said to Naruto. I'll be right back, he said to his colleague. Guard 2, okay. Guard 1, let's go. Guard 1 led Naruto into the room itself, and after 2 minutes, they came to Ibiki. Ibiki, so you were sent to us. Good, that means we'll get the information. Naruto, bring me up to speed. Naruto said in a cold voice. Ibiki, 2 shinobi were brought to us 3 days ago. During that time, I managed to find out they were from the mist. His comrade told me. Naruto, where is he now? Ibiki, he's dead. He said this angrily. Naruto, how could you let this happen? He said with a bit of amusement. Well, who wouldn't be irritated by the fact that the best interrogators failed so badly, allowing a prisoner to die before all the information had been extracted? Ibiki, it's all my fault. I wasn't paying attention. He hid the saban in his mouth, apparently so that if his comrades started leaking information, he would simply eliminate them. That's exactly what happened. When we started extracting information from him, the saban pierced him. Naruto, so he's a medic or knows how to carry out stealth assassinations using saban. Interesting. Ibiki, yes, but you can't kill with saban. As far as I know, you can slow and weaken the pulse, but to kill, I doubt it, Ibiki said with some displeasure. Naruto, Ibiki-san, your knowledge of saban is superficial. They can easily kill a person if you're Anastasia, and you can channel chakra through weapons. I met someone who was a master of saban. I had to work hard to defeat him. I suffered very serious injuries. Ibiki, it's not often that I hear you talk about someone and praise them. Naruto, I'm not praising him. I'm simply emphasizing the fact that his ability with ranged melee weapons is very high. Okay, can you tell me what you learned from the second spy? Ibiki, of course. They're shinobi of the mist. They were sent to steal the Hyuga clan's eyes and retrieve useful information from the archives. We couldn't find out anything else. Naruto, I see. Who was in charge of the interrogations? Ibiki, the interrogations were handled by Mitarashi Anko and me. Naruto, Mitarashi Anko? Ibiki, she's the best of the best. Just a little bit more, and she'll be on my level. Naruto, I see. How much time do I have? Ibiki, unlimited, but preferably quickly. Naruto, okay, I'll try to finish it in 4 hours. Naruto then entered the cell where he saw the battered shinobi. Upon closer inspection, he realized he was an Umbu, formerly the Yonde Mizukage. This was clear from his uniform, or more precisely, from the mask and the number on his face. Naruto, good day, Mr. Prisoner," he said, trying to be polite and friendly, but he was doing a poor job. "Anbu, why be so polite? Konoha's black lightning. I'll tell you right now, if you came here to torture me, you won't succeed," he said, a little nervously. Naruto, well, who knows if it will work or not. "Okay, let's get started. If you want to tell me anything, just say so." Approaching his victim, Naruto began slowly cutting through his Anbu clothing. Removing his mask, he cut his cheek. Next came the veil, and after about 2 minutes, Naruto had made numerous cuts on his victim. "Naruto, I hope you don't want to give up yet, otherwise our time of adventures is just beginning." Naruto then began ripping out the nails, but the Anbu didn't even make a sound. This made Naruto grin maniacally and decided to try more brutal methods. Taking a kunai, he brought it to his victim's finger and began cutting it with smooth, even movements. The Anbu's face twisted, but he didn't make a sound. After repeating the same procedure with 3 more fingers, the Anbu couldn't take it anymore and screamed. A wave of euphoria washed over Naruto, and he realized he was becoming more like Indra, though he himself didn't know the source of his sadism. Realizing his interlocutor could die, Naruto bandaged the severed fingers back into place and uttered, "In pure restoration." Afterward, his interlocutor's fingers healed. He was in shock. Taking a kunai, Naruto pierced the victim's hand and began cutting the flesh slightly. After 3 hours of such torture, his interlocutor was completely weakened. Looking at his now friend, Naruto said, "Naruto, well, we had a lot of fun, but unfortunately we have very little time left." "Oh, what a pity." "Anbuti, stop it. I'll tell you everything. Just please stop it." Naruto, "Well, I doubt you'll tell me anything coherent or understandable, so I'll find out for myself," he said, activating his 3-way Sharingan. He placed him in Jinjutsu, then continued torturing him, cutting off his fingers, toes, arms, legs, chanting, drowning, and setting him on fire. After he weakened his bloodlust, Naruto entered his mind and found out everything he needed to know. There he learned that the Godame Mizukage knows nothing. Ao, the Mizukage's advisor, gave them the order. Realizing he had to do something about it, he emerged from his subconscious and then from the Jinjutsu. "Naruto, it was fun, but alas, it's time for us to say goodbye." "Bye," he said, and slit the throat of the Mist Anbu, but he didn't die. Naruto, "Damn, I forgot to get out of Jinjutsu again." Anbuti, "Wait, when did you manage to cast 2 Jinjutsu at once? And when did you manage to cast the first one?" Naruto, "I cast a spell when I entered this room, and the second one is mine." He didn't have time to continue because he was interrupted. At that moment, Anko ran in. Anko, "Sorry, Ibiki-san, I overslept. Please be kind. Who are you?" she said, preparing to attack. Naruto, "Get out of the room. I told you not to let anyone in," Naruto said, raising his ki, but imagine his surprise when Anka didn't even move. Anko, "Hey, what's wrong?" I'm leaving, she said with feigned regret. "I wonder who that is." "He's cool, his ki is strong, and that jet black hair is wow. I wonder if he has a girlfriend, and how old he is. So many questions and no answers." Naruto got furious at this, and simply slit the Mist Anbu member's throat and left the room. Leaving the room, he went to Ibiki. Seeing the girl next to him, he simply snorted and approached him. "Naruto, Ibiki-san, I interrogated that Anbu member. They were sent by Ao, the Mizukage's advisor. She herself knows nothing about the attack. I'll bring you the report later. And now you..." He turned to Anko. "Never interrupt me during an interrogation, or you might die. You may be a beautiful girl and a master interrogator, but that won't stop me. But first, I'll make you suffer." Anko, "Damn!" She cursed. "I think I'm in love," she said quietly, but Naruto heard her. Naruto, "Say that again," Naruto said, dumbfounded. After all, the last time someone had said that to him, it was because of an argument. He'd been disillusioned with women back then, but he was pleased to hear it. Anko, what exactly? She pretended to be a fool. Did he really hear it wrong? Although okay, I'll repeat it. Naruto, let's go outside. Ibiki-san, I'll borrow it. Ibiki, fine, if she doesn't mind. Naruto left the room and led her around the corner. Then he pinned her against the wall. Even though he was 12, he looked 18 in his umbu uniform. Anko, what did you want? She said a little excitedly. Naruto, repeating what you said there. Anko, what did I say? I pretended to be a fool. Naruto, don't play dumb, you know perfectly well what I mean, he said in a calm voice. Anko, I've fallen in love with you, she said hesitantly, blushing. Although she was strong, she was weak in her feelings, just like the blonde man. Naruto, I see. Okay, I'm off, good luck. Anko, and that's all? She was angry. She'd been forced to confess, and then rudely ignored and brushed off. She walked up to him, pulling her hands away and pitting him against the wall. And that's all you wanted to say? You forced me to confess my love to you, and then you ignored me. You wanted to die. Naruto, I don't like people like you, straightforward and strong. And I never understood you. What do you expect? What answer? We only just met, and you're already confessing your feelings to me. You fell in love with an image, not me. You haven't even seen my face, he said. He knew people like her are powerful, but he wanted to make her understand that not everything can be obtained by force. Anko, at least he gave me a chance, she said, offended. Naruto, okay. He realized that he could try. Anko, then take off your mask. Naruto, no, maybe later. Anko, okay. Naruto, aren't you afraid of getting into trouble with the law? Anko, what do you mean? Naruto, I'm 12, he said, and disappeared in a clap of thunder, leaving Anko in shock. From that day on, Naruto and Anko saw each other often. In flashback. Commentary on Mission to A and BU. 277353 exam. Second stage Naruto woke up in the morning and went to the bathroom to take a bath. He spent 20 to 25 minutes there. After leaving, he went to the kitchen. He checked the refrigerator. Seeing yesterday's udon, he decided to heat it up. 30 minutes later, he ate a hearty meal. Looking at his watch, he saw 6:45, realizing he was late. He teleported to Anko using his Hiration. This startled Anko, who looked at him questioningly, asking for an explanation. Looking around, he saw the Chunin standing there in shock. Naruto, I was just running late, so I decided to cut it short. He said this as he was about to leave. Anko, if this happens again, you're done for, boy. Naruto, oh, how scary. Especially since you're not much older than me. So what if you're 18 and I'm 13? Anko was angry at Naruto. After all, he was making her out to be a pedophile in front of his subordinates. Coming out of the tent, he saw a multitude of genin. Realizing this was going to be fun, he approached his team. Naruto, Yo said Naruto, smiling like Kakashi. Run, you even managed to be late for the Chunin exam. Naruto, a black cat crossed my path, he said with a ridiculous look. Mitsuru, both of you calm down. Everything is fine. And here comes the examiner. Then Anko came out and began her speech. Anko, so you'll be given one of the scrolls. Then you need to get another scroll from the opposite direction. Then come to the tower. Now, team captains, come and get your scrolls. Everyone started approaching one by one and receiving their scrolls. Naruto's team received the Earth Scroll. Then a signal sounded and everyone entered the forest. Naruto immediately activated his sensors. Naruto, So 100,200,300,400 there is no one. 500 found. Guys, follow me. I know where to go. Run, are you a censor? Naruto, you could say that. After 5 minutes, they ran to the other team. Naruto, hey, what a scroll you have. Naruto said, crushing them with his ki. Jinin, we have the Earth Scroll, said the Jinin fearfully. Naruto, get him here nicely. Jinin, no, we will fight. Naruto, commendable, but alas, you have already lost, he said from behind the Jinin, striking their carotid arteries, thereby knocking them out. Mitsuru, Naruto, why do we need the Earth Scroll? Naruto, there are 2 reasons for that. The first is just in case, and the second is so we can eliminate more opponents. Naruto said somewhat lightly. Then Kurama said, Kurama, Naruto, I feel like your brother is not feeling well. Naruto, what difference does it make to me? Besides, Kakashi is in the village, so nothing can happen to him. Kurama, I'm talking about blood. Naruto, I don't care about him or his family. Kurama, stop sulking at them. At least forgive your brother. Naruto, Kurama, why do you want me to make peace with him so much? Kurama, because it's not his fault. Your father abandoned you. Naruto, okay, I'll make peace with my brother, but not with my parents. Kurama, that's your business. Running to help Team 7, they knocked out several more Jinin. When he arrived, he saw Team 7 in bad shape, and a woman standing in front of him. Naruto sensed familiar chakra. Naruto attacked the grass Jinin, but was caught and thrown back. Jinin, and who are you? Naruto, same question for you. Your power level is definitely not that of a Jinin. Jinin, you're funny you figured that out. What's your name? Naruto, Uzumaki Naruto, and you? Jinin, my name is Orochimaru. Naruto tensed up and realized who was standing in front of him. Naruto, so Orochimaru. S-rank missing nin of Konoha. Exiled for his cruel experiments. Orochimaru, so you know me well, I'm flattered. Naruto, well, you know how I can't know you. There's a lot of information about you in Root's archive. Orochimaru, so you snuck into Root's archives. Or you were raised by Root. Naruto, well, I'm Rootsambu, so you missed. Orochimaru, interesting. Licking his lips, he attacked Naruto. Naruto blocked the snake's strike and struck back. After taking the blow, Orochimaru stepped back and pulled the sword from his mouth. Naruto drew his katana, and they clashed in a dance that lasted for 9 minutes. Then Naruto broke the distance, performing hand seals. Naruto, Kidori, he said, and rushed at Orochimaru, piercing him, but it turned out to be a clone. The snake itself was behind Sasuke and putting a seal. Orochimaru, okay, it was fun, Naruto-kun, but it's time for me to say goodbye. Maybe we'll see each other again, the snake said as he disappeared. Naruto, I agree with you, Orochimaru. Approaching Sasuke, he folded all one seals and said, Naruto, Fuinjutsu, Blessing Seal. This seal was created by Naruto himself to remove the same seal from Anko's neck. While Naruto was removing it, Sasuke screamed, the pain unimaginable. Sakura, what did you do to Sasuke-kun? Naruto, calm down, I just removed that snake seal. Minma, he'll be fine, he said worriedly, as he was worried about his friend. And you, how are you? Naruto, he'll live, and I'll be fine. Okay, send Rin Matsura to the tower. Run, Mitsuru, yeah. They escaped from Team 7. Arriving at the tower, Naruto opened the scrolls, revealing Kakashi and Anko. Kakashi, congratulations, you set a new record, 2 hours 43 minutes. You can go rest now. Anko, the 3rd stage of the Chunin exam is in a week. You're not allowed to go out during that time. Naruto, I mean, what should I do? It'll be boring. Anko, don't worry, I'll visit you. Naruto, at least thanks for this. By the way, Naruto said seriously Orochimaru attacked us and put a curse seal on Sasuke, but I removed it. Anko, I see, and where is he? Naruto, he's gone. Kakashi, someone left you, I'm surprised. Naruto, I let him go on purpose. Anko, why? You understand that he's dangerous. Naruto, there were reasons for that. Okay, we'll go rest. Ren Mitsuru, let's go. Both, yeah. So they entered their room and Mitsuru asked a question. Mitsuru, Naruto, how do you know Anko? Naruto, it's a long story, but in short, she might be my girlfriend soon. Ren, what makes you think that? Naruto, she likes me, just like I like her. Conclusion, a possible couple, plus I said possible, so it's not certain. Ren, got it. The whole week passed like this. Naruto trained, slept, ate, and read Jiraiya's great literature. Anko also visited him. And so the second stage of the exam ended. Qualifying stage A week has passed since Team Uzumaki's arrival. Now, everyone who passed has been summoned to the training ground where the third stage of the exam will be held. Minato appeared in the thunderclap and began his speech. Minato, so you've all done well for passing the second round, but since there are too many of you, we'll be holding a preliminary test, which will consist of one-on-one combat. The examiner will be Gecko Hate. Gecko, the floor is yours, said the Yoname, and disappeared in a clap of thunder. Gecko, I want to congratulate you too, you've all done well. Okay, let's get to the exam. The first match is Minma Namikaze and Kiba Inuzuka. Here the two named ones came down. Gecko, ready? After waiting for nods, he continued, let's begin. The two charged at each other. Minma struck first, striking with his right hand, then turning and kicking with his left foot. Kiba dodged and began attacking Minma with rapid strikes. Minma dodged, but was hit. The fight lasted 8 minutes, after which Kiba spoke. Kiba, ha. Ah. You're strong. Minma, but I won't lose to you. Akamaru's beast simulation technique. Then Akamaru, Kiba's dog, transformed into Kiba himself and stood on him. Then they attacked Minma, inflicting several wounds on him. Then Minma detonated a smoke screen and transformed into Kiba. The smoke cleared, revealing 3 Kiba in the arena. They began to decide who was the real one. But by the time they decided, it was too late. Minma struck the real Kiba in the back with a Rasengan. Gecko, Minma Namikaze of the Leaf, you may proceed to the stands. The next match is Sasuke Uchiha vs Yoroi Akato. The fight didn't last long and Sasuke won. Gecko, the winner is Sasuke Uchiha of the Leaf. Next up, Zaku Abumi vs Shino Aburame. The fight also did not last long and Shino won. Gecko, the winner is Shino Aburame of the Leaf. Next up is Misumi Tsurugi vs Kankuro. Kankuro won. Gecko, winner, Kankuro of the Sand. Next up, Sakura Haruno vs Ino Yamanaka. They have a draw so no one gets through. Gecko, there's no winner, so Obi didn't get past. Next fight, Rock Lee vs Ren Uchiha. Defeated Ren with his Sharingan. Gecko, the winner is Ren Uchiha of the Leaf. The next match is Gaara vs Mitsuru. Please descend to the arena. Mitsuru started to go down, but Naruto stopped him. Naruto, if you feel like you can't handle it, give up. He's possessed. He kills all his opponents. Mitsuru, don't worry about me, Naruto, he said with a soft smile. Naruto, okay. Mitsuru descended into the arena and assumed a fighting stance. Gecko, here we go. Mitsuru rushed at him, throwing kunai and shuriken, but they were stopped by the sand. Mitsuru sensed that this could be dangerous. Mitsuru, This is bad. Naruto is right. He is dangerous. If I can't eliminate him quickly, I will surrender. Mitsuru formed a series of seals and said, Futon, Wind Blade, he said, and 2 blades flew out from him. But they did nothing for him, only angering him. Gaara began to create a needle out of sand, but he was interrupted because Mitsuru had given up. Mitsuru, I give up, because I have little chakra left. Gecko, good winner, Gaara of the sand. Next up, Hinata Hyuga versus Neji Hyuga. Gaara was angry because he couldn't kill him and decided to kill him after the exam. The fight between Hinata and Neji followed the canon. Neji wanted to kill Hinata, but Naruto stopped him. Naruto, Neji, I ask you to calm down and not do anything rash. Neji, I'm sorry, Naruto, I went too far. I just wanted to show her her destiny. To be weak. Naruto, haha, Neji, you're getting on my nerves with your fate. She loves you like a brother, and wants you to be with her. After all, you don't know the whole truth about your father's death. Naruto said as he left. Let's send Hayashi looking for you. Neji, you're right. Forgive me, Hinata-sama. Hinata, it's nothing, she said before passing out. Hinata was taken to the infirmary. Gecko, winner Neji Hyuga. Choji Akimichi's final battle against Dosa Kinyuta. Fight according to the canon. Gecko, the winner is Dosa Kinyuta. So, the next stage is in a month. I wish you good preparation. Good luck. He said this and disappeared into the Shunshin. Everyone began to disperse, and Gaara went after Mitsuru. After about 10 minutes, Mitsuru spoke. Mitsuru, come out. Gaara came out and said, You gave up, you won't live, and wanted to attack him, but he was crushed and Naruto stood in front of him in a puff of smoke. Naruto, and it's because he gave up. I'm disappointed in you, Shikaku's Jinchuriki. Gaara, how do you know? Said an angry Gaara. Naruto, I'm the same as you. Naruto said, approaching Gaara. Gaara, what do you want to do? Naruto, just change the seal and talk to your animal. Naruto approached Gaara, first creating an illusory and sound barrier. He began performing several hand seals and said, Kyuinjutsu, 8 trigram seal, and touched Gaara's seal. He screamed in pain, but soon calmed down. Naruto touched Gaara's forehead and entered his subconscious. Once there, he went to the pyramid. Naruto, well hello, stupid raccoon. Shikaku, you. Wait, who are you? You're not a fox. Naruto, I am Uzumaki Naruto, the Jinchuriki of Kurama and the reincarnation of Indra. So I want you to become your Jinchuriki's friend. Shikaku, how did you know the fox's name? And why should I believe you? Kurama, I told him that. He is the child of prophecy. Indra told me. Shikaku, okay then, I'll be friends with my Jinchuriki, now get lost. And he threw them out. Naruto, stupid raccoon. Kurama, I agree. Having removed the barrier, Naruto left Gaara and walked away, leaving him lying against the wall in the alley. Our brunette went home. He decided to change his last name, and the next day, he went to the Hokage to make the decision. To be continued. Equals third stage of the Chunin exams A month has passed since the preliminaries. Our hero spent the entire month hanging out with Anko and eating dango. He didn't go to the training grounds once. On the other hand, everyone else who passed was training. Minma mastered the Rasengan and began learning the Hiraishin. Sasuke trained with Itachi, learning new Keton techniques, and he also learned Kakashi's Chidori. Shino continued training with his bugs. Ren practiced using the Sharingan with Sure Sway. Neji practiced clan techniques. Now Naruto and the other participants are standing in the arena, waiting for the Hokage. Then Minato appears and begins his speech. I'm very glad to see you all. The third and final stage of the Chunin exams is about to begin. I want to wish you all good luck. Hello, my name is Gunma Shiranui, and I am the examiner for the third round of the Chunin exams. I wish you all the best of luck. Dosu's first match is against Niji Hyuga. Niji quickly won the fight against Dosu. The winner is Niji Hyuga. The next match is Uzumaki Naruto vs Minma Namikaze. Naruto jumped down from the stands and walked toward Gunma. As he approached, a kunai flew from the stands, and Minma appeared in a clap of thunder. Are you ready? After waiting for nods, he gave the signal and jumped back. Deciding to play with Minma a little, Naruto threw a kunai with an explosive tag at him. Not a regular one, but a reinforced one he created himself. Minma dodged the kunai and immediately jumped away, but the explosion still caught him and sent him flying into the arena wall. Everyone was shocked by the power of the tag. And I thought that the son of the Hokage would be stronger, but you are just a weak brat who has no right to live, said Naruto, looking first at Minma, who was getting up, and then at Minato, shaking his head as if to say, I'm disappointed in you. He returned to Minma. Oh, so you got up. This won't be as boring as I thought. Naruto wanted to piss Minma off. Minma came to and charged at Naruto with taijutsu, punches, blocks, somersaults, and kunai. But he was soon counterattacked, and he took a lot of hits. He jumped away from Naruto and heard a hissing sound, but before he could react, he was thrown back. An explosion occurred, knocking Minma down. Minato tried to escape, but he heard it. Hokage-sama, you have no right to interfere, even if your son is participating in this exam. And I don't plan to kill him. I still need the bearer of the second part, Naruto said, looking at Minato with a cold, fleeting gaze. Minato shuddered at that look and thought, does he really know everything? After this sentence, Naruto disappeared and, appearing near Minma, punched him, sending him flying to the other side of the arena. Kushina felt sick at Naruto's actions, as he was beating his brother, but he didn't care. Naruto was about to finish Minma off. After the seals were released, everyone heard the chirping of 1,000 birds. Naruto held the Chidori, which meant Minma would either die or be brutally beaten. Kurama tried to stop him, but he was unsuccessful. Naruto approached Minma and raised his hand as he heard it. Uzumaki, what are you doing? Said Anko, who had just returned from a mission. Naruto came to his senses and dispelled the technique and turned to Anko. Sorry, Sunshine, I got a little carried away, Naruto said with a smile on his face. Looking at him as if he were the eighth wonder of the world, Anko said, Okay, but this is the last time. Okay, take him to the infirmary, Naruto said to Gunma. Oh, right. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki. Take Minma to the infirmary. The next fight is Sasuke Uchiha against Gaara of the Sand. Everything went as planned. The battle on the rooftop began. Minato fought the first and second Hokage, as well as Orochimaru. The Sound Force set up a barrier, but Naruto managed to teleport to Minato. Will I bother you, Hokage-sama? Naruto asked jokingly. Naruto, what are you doing here? Minato said, dodging Orochimaru's blow. It doesn't matter. Choose Orochimaru, and I'll somehow deal with 2 Hokage, said Naruto, dodging Hashirama's blow. Aren't you a little too confident in yourself, kid? Tobirama said, attacking Naruto. Sorry, but no, Naruto said, dodging Tobirama's blow and delivering his own. For about 10 minutes, Naruto fought against the 2 resurrected Hokage. It's so difficult with you. Okay, I'll have to get serious, said Naruto, activating the Sharingan. Uchiha, Tobirama growled. Nope, I'm a half-breed, Naruto said, and attacked Tobirama, but Hashirama stopped him. You haven't forgotten about me? Hashirama asked. How could I forget about you, Founder? Or should I call you Grandfather? Naruto said with a grin hidden by his mask. What do you mean, Grandfather? So I'm your grandfather? Hashirama said, frozen in shock. Unofficially, but yes. But you'd better ask an old friend about it, Naruto said, and his Sharingan twirled and turned into a spiral. Well, let's go. After 20 minutes, both Hokage were sealed, and Naruto himself went to help the Yondaime. But before he could, the snake escaped. How are you, Hokage-sama? Are you okay? Naruto asked with fake concern. Yes, I'm fine, but tell me how you are? Does anything hurt? Are you injured? Minato began his interrogation. He was so worried about me. He should have been worried when he threw me in the orphanage, Naruto said as he disappeared, leaving Minato on the roof with the thought. He knew everything. Commentary on the third stage of the Chunin exams. Yo guys, I have a question for you. How can you read this crap? Okay, if you like it, I'll keep writing. I wish you all a wonderful vacation. Oh, and the Fox chapter won't be out until July, so stay tuned. Becoming a Chunin or talking to the Hokage ==========================================================================================================================having survived the attack, is now beginning to rebuild. It suffered many losses. Approximately 20 Genin, 10 Chunin, 3 Jonin, and approximately 213 ordinary citizens perished. Konoha is now once again reminded of that day, October 10th, the day the nine-tailed fox attacked. However, now the residents don't feel the same hatred toward the Jinchuriki as they did then. They feel gratitude for their rescue, knowing that the Jinchuriki assisted the Hokage during the attack. There were currently 4 people in the Hokage's office. The Hokage himself, the yellow lightning bolt of Konoha, sat at the desk, with 3 people standing across from him. The first was a boy of about 13, dressed in black shinobi pants, a mesh shirt, and a black t-shirt, with a forehead protector on his left arm. His hair was the color of pitch, and a black mask covered half his face. This was Naruto Uzumaki. The second boy was dressed in brown pants, a mesh shirt, and a short jacket, and his forehead protector was also on his left arm. This was Shikamaru Nara. The third was a man of about 27 with ash blonde hair and a mask covering half his face, his left eye covered by a forehead protector. He was dressed in a standard Jonin uniform and held one of Jiraiya's works in his hand. This man was Kakashi Hatake. Congratulations, Naruto and Shikamaru. From today, you officially become Konoha Chunin. Here are your vests, Minato said, handing the vests to Naruto and Shika. Thank you, Hokage-sama, Naruto said to his Hokage. Can we go now? Shikamaru asked. Yes, Kakashi, Shikamaru can go, and you stay Naruto, said Minato. Shikamaru and Hatake left the office. Kakashi decided to wait for his brother, and sat down in a chair to read his book. Naruto, I wanted to tell you something, Minato began. And what did you want to tell Hokage-sama? Naruto asked with a grin hidden by the mask. Do you know who your parents are? Minato decided to start from afar. No, Hokage-sama, Naruto said, and Minato just sighed. But I know the one who sealed the fox inside me, and who left me to rot in the orphanage, Naruto continued in a cold voice. Minato was stunned by Naruto's words. He didn't know what to say, didn't know how to apologize. He wanted to turn back time, not commit that act, but as the saying goes, what's done is done. And just as he was about to say something, Naruto interrupted him. Is that all you wanted to say, Hokage-sama? Naruto asked. Naruto, I don't know what came over me then. Please forgive me, said Minato, almost crying. What should I forgive you for? For making my life a living hell? For the fact that because of your actions I lived on the brink of death every day? For the fact that I never knew parental love? Tell me, Hokage-sama, what should I forgive you for? Naruto finished, raising his voice to a shout. For the first time, his emotions took over. You know, half-father, I'm disappointed in you. although at the same time I'm grateful. If it weren't for your actions, I wouldn't have found my love and met my brother Kakashi. So thank you. And if you wanted to bring me back to the family, I won't come back. You shouldn't have thrown me away like an old toy. Don't worry, I'm not angry with your brother, but I will never forgive you and your mother," Naruto said, leaving the office, leaving a depressed Minato. Minato was depressed and mentally tired for the rest of the day, so he decided to finish work early and go home. After leaving the office, our hero went with Kakashi to the Ichiraku. For now, they went their separate ways. Kakashi went home, and Naruto went to Anko's. Commentary on becoming a Chunin or a conversation with the Hokage. Hey everyone, here's the new part. Anyway, guys, the Indra chapters will be released every 2 weeks. But there are some issues with the Fox. My partner can't seem to finish his part of the chapters, so there won't be any for now. My apologies. Please let me know how you like the chapter. By the way, let me know how you're spending your holidays. I'm really interested. I wish you all the best of luck. After the office, Naruto. Commentary on after the cabinet, Naruto. Yo, here's the chapter. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I had my own reasons. I hope you like it, and please leave your comments on this chapter. I'll try to post the next one in a week, but we'll see how it goes. Have a great summer. And by the way, you've already wasted the second month of summer, just like me. Naruto's POV. Leaving the office, I looked at Kakashi and gestured with my hand that we needed to go. Kakashi stood up from his chair and walked with me to the exit. As I walked toward the exit, I considered what to do next. Maybe go to the questionnaire, or home, or maybe to Ichiraku, even though that's where Kakashi and I had been headed from the very beginning. NPOV Naruto. After leaving the residence, Naruto and Kakashi headed to Ichiraku Ramen. Listen, Naruto, what did Minato-sensei want from you? Kakashi asked without looking up from his book. Nothing special. I just told you who my parents are, Naruto replied, looking at the sky. He finally decided to confess? Kakashi asked, looking at Naruto. He had known for a long time that Naruto was his sensei's son. Yeah, but he didn't take into account one thing that I've known about this for a long time. I told him that I'm not angry with my brother. He's not to blame here, but I'm not going to forgive him and his mother, Naruto said, approaching Ichiraku. Why don't you want to forgive Kushina-san? Well, judge for yourself. She knew how a Jinchuriki lived and never visited me. Even if she didn't know about the existence of Biji utensils, she would still be interested in why they were treating a little boy like that. But no, she didn't care, Naruto said as he entered the diner. Hello, old man, as usual, Naruto said, smiling with his eyes. Oh, it's Naruto. You haven't visited us for a long time, and Kakashi is with you, said Tucci. Hey Tucci, I want the same thing as Naruto, said Kakashi. Okay, it will be ready in 15 minutes, said the old man as he left to prepare the order. After 15 minutes, the old man brought out 2 pork ramen to his customers. Here is your order. Bon appetit, said Tucci. Thank you, old man, Naruto said, and began to eat his noodles. Thank you, Tucci-san, said Kakashi, and also began to eat. A couple of minutes later, the plates were empty. After paying, they left the ramen shop. Okay, come on Kakashi, I'll go to Anko's. Naruto said goodbye to Kakashi and headed towards Anko's house. Come on, said Kakashi. Naruto walked slowly, passing through the blocks, looking at the houses being rebuilt. About 10 minutes later, our hero arrived at his heroine's house. He knocked on the door, and Anko, in her pajamas, opened it. Good afternoon, darling, Naruto said, smiling at her, although it was not visible. And to you too, good Uzumaki, said Mitarashi, letting him into the house. Tea, coffee? Let's have a bottle of sake, said Uzumaki. Any reason? Asked Anko. Well, there are two reasons. The first is that I officially became a chunin, and the second is that they told me who my parents are, Naruto said. Oh, this is our business. This needs to be celebrated, Anko said, taking out a bottle of sake. I agree, said Uzumaki, sitting down at the table. Well, I told you who your parents are and who told you. In short, it was like this, and Naruto retold everything that happened in the Ankh residence. Something like this. They are such bastards. I'll get them now, said Anko, completely drunk. Calm down. It's okay. They've already paid for what they did. Come on, you need to get some sleep. Only if you come with me. Fine. Entering the room, they were having a hot time. After the office, Minato. Commentary on after the cabinet, Minato. Yo. As promised, the chapter is here. Minato's POV. After Naruto left, I was completely depressed and mentally devastated. Sighing, I looked up and at the desk with the papers. We need to get to work. Maybe it will help. I hope so, I said in a whisper and started working on the papers. Too much has come over me since the exam. First, I learned about Orochimaru's attack in the second stage. Then there was the attack a couple of days ago where I learned my son already knew everything. And now I've fallen below the plinth in his eyes. Well, at least he forgave Minma. At least that's a plus, haha. Oh well, I need to keep working. But a knock on the door stopped me from continuing. Looking at her, I said, Come in. And Danzo entered the office. Hello, Minato. As I can see from your sour expression, you finally told Naruto who you are? The old man asked with a grin. Yes, Danzo, you understood everything correctly. And now he hates me, I said, taking up the papers again. Did you want something? Yes, I wanted to say something, said Danzo, serious, although he is always like this. My intelligence reported to me that not far from Konoha, in a village, there were observations by the so-called Akatsuki, said Danzo. So what? Akatsuki has been around since the Third Shinobi World War. The leader is supposedly Yahiko. I've heard a lot about him, and he's a good leader, I said without looking up from the papers. Yes, that's true, but Yahiko has been dead for a long time, and now their leader is Pain, and they are gathering S-rank missing Nin into their ranks, and I feel something is wrong here, Danzo said, and I looked at him thoughtfully. Okay, I'll think about it. That's all, I asked Danzo. Yes, that's all, said Danzo as he left. Okay, you can go, I said, and started thinking about what to do with Akatsuki. He could ask Jiraiya-sensei to keep an eye on them, but he's already keeping an eye on them, and hasn't gotten much information. How difficult this all is. NPOV Minato. A couple of hours later, Minato decided to finish work and get ready to go home. He closed the windows to keep out any intruders, went out, locked the office, and headed home. He walked leisurely. It was 7 p.m., and many residents were out and about, bowing to him upon seeing the young Hokage. Arriving home, Minato greeted everyone and went to the kitchen. I'm home. Hello, darling. How was your day? You're quite early, Kushina said as she left the kitchen. Yes, I decided to finish the day early today. And where is Minma? Minma is walking outside, said Kushina. Darling, we need to talk, Minato said seriously and sadly. Realizing that something serious had happened, Kushina sat down at the table. What happened, Minato? Today I called Naruto to get his Chunin vest, and so did Shikamaru. When I handed them their vests, I asked Naruto to stay behind while the others went. And I asked if he knew who his parents were. And what did he say? Minato, don't be silent. What did he say? He said that he doesn't know who his parents are, but he knows who sealed the 9 tails in him and who abandoned his own son in an orphanage, Minato said, crying. And he's not going to return to his family. He will never forgive us, only Minmu, he continued. How? Why? Said Kushina, crying. Who won't forgive you? Only me, asked Minma, who entered. Minma, we need to tell you something, Kushina said. Having told him everything from beginning to end, she and Minato began to wait for what he would say. I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed in you. The strongest ninja was scared of his own child, said Minma, going up to the second floor. Commentary on After the Cabinet, Minato. I hope you liked it, and you will leave a comment, and you can ask anything you don't understand. What the hell? Comment to what the fuck? And here is the chapter. Enjoy reading. A young man of about 13 walked through the streets of Konoha. He was dressed in standard black shinobi pants, a black mesh jacket, and a black hoodie over it. A forehead protector with the insignia of his village hung on his left arm. His right leg was bandaged. His hair was the color of pitch, and the pupils of his eyes were elongated and bestial, and a gray mask covered half his face. He walked slowly and deliberately, as it was his day off. You're probably wondering where he's headed, but I'll tell you. He doesn't even know where he's going. He's just walking and enjoying the silence, which wasn't typical for Konoha, considering Orochimaru's attack had just recently occurred. Now our main character is thinking about one question. Listen, Kurama, maybe he should learn free summoning? Or would it be better to sign a summoning with some animal? Our brunette asked. I think it's better to join the free conscription, said the fox in his subconscious. And why do you need this information? I'm thinking of going to the summoning world and learning to control and gather Sin Chakra. I have a feeling something's about to happen. I might even meet the one responsible for you escaping back then, the brunette said to his friend. Perhaps that will happen. Last time your premonition didn't deceive you, although it rarely does. So let's hope it doesn't fail this time either, Kurama said thoughtfully. Yes, said Naruto. Lost in his thoughts, he didn't even notice how he'd reached Ichiraku Ramen. He glanced at the place and decided to go in. Upon entering, he saw Minma with Kushina and Sasuke. He was about to turn around and leave, but before he could, Tuchi's daughter, Ayam, answered. Hey Naruto, what are you doing? Hello Ayam, I'm here as usual, said Uzumaki, sitting down and smiling with his eyes. Okay, Dab, Naruto has arrived and he is as usual, said Ayam and turned to Naruto. Fine. Don't you need to help your father? Naruto asked Ayam. He lost the bet to me, so he's cooking alone today, Ayam said, smiling. Okay. So tell me, how are you doing? How are things on the personal front? Has this happened yet? Ayam began questioning the brunette. At that moment, Kushina choked a little and listened. You're too assertive and joyful, our brunette sighed. I'm doing well. I recently achieved the rank of Chunin, helped the Hokage in battle, and helped the villagers. Now, not only do you not consider me a demon, but the other villagers don't either. And in my personal life, everything is fine, even wonderful. Anko and I spend a lot of time together, and we love each other. And yes, we've already had sexual intercourse, said Naruto. You said it somehow formally. You could have just said that you already had your first time, Ayam said, puffing out her cheeks. Well, he's been here more than once. Heh heh. How are you doing? Naruto abruptly changed the subject. Oh, everything is fine with us. I recently signed up for classes, and maybe when I come back the menu will undergo a little change, said a happy Ayam. I hope ramen won't go off the menu, Naruto asked Ayam. Don't worry, it won't work. And here's your order. Bon appetit, Ayam said. Thank you, Naruto said, and started eating ramen. 10 minutes later, the ramen was already eaten. Naruto paid and left the ramen shop, but Kushina stopped him, calling him. Naruto, wait, said Kushina. Yes, Kushina-san, did you want something? Asked Naruto. Naruto, call me Mom, Kushina said almost in tears. It hurt her that he didn't call Naruto. Are you my mother? I don't think so. The only thing that connects us is blood, and that's all, Naruto said. But why are you so angry with me? I'm not angry with you, or with Hokage-sama either. You simply made a mistake, and are now paying for it. The Hokage for abandoning me to my fate, and you for knowing what it's like to be a Jinchuriki, and not even visiting. Well, I'll be going then. Have a nice day, Naruto said calmly, turning away and heading for Hokage Mountain, leaving Kushina heartbroken. About 20 minutes later, Naruto arrived at the Hokage Mountain and began watching the sunset. But suddenly, he felt someone's presence. Come out, I know you're here. As expected from Uzumaki Naruto. I didn't think that he would come here. Comment to what the fuck? Yo, a little intrigue. Guess who Naruto met? And also, I ask you to help me and vote for Naruto's summoning mode. I'll leave a few options, and if you'd like to add your own, please write it down and explain the benefits of this mode. Well, here are my options. 1. Snakes 2. 2. Crows 2. 3. Griffins 2. I'd like to clarify that voting continues until the 10th. If there's a tie, I'll choose myself. Conversation with Commentary on conversation with. Yo, here's the chapter. It was a bit late, but it's finally out. As for the voting, see below. I'm off. See you in a week or two. We'll see. I'm a bit busy with work right now, and I'm short on energy. My apologies in advance. Well, I'm off. Bye. As expected from Uzumaki Naruto. I didn't think that I would meet the mask wearer on the Hokage Mountain, who is guilty of the destruction of Konoha 13 years ago, and because of whom I became an orphan, whom all of Konoha hated. Naruto said in a ridiculous manner. I didn't come here for your mockery, Uzumaki. I simply learned that you are a relative of the one who saved me long ago, and I wanted to fulfill one of his last wishes, said the mask maker. And who saved you? Uchiha Madara, said the mask maker. So, a grandfather, huh? And what was his last wish? He wanted me to bring a descendant to his grave, said the mask maker Uzumaki. Okay, I'll believe you, Uzumaki said, approaching the mask maker to shake his hand. The mask maker looked at him and shook the hand he offered him. Afterwards, they were transported to an unknown location. Finding himself in the cave, Naruto looked around and began scanning his surroundings, trying to find traps or other people. You might ask how Naruto was going to find traps, and the answer is simple. Thanks to years of training, Naruto had mastered Fuin. He also studied the most basic traps and how to detect or set them. It was then that he developed a method for detecting traps or secret passages. This scanning works very simply. The user releases tiny chakra pulses that are undetectable, even with the Sharingan or Bikugan. These tiny pulses penetrate every centimeter of the user's area, but, as always, there are buts. There are many, but I'll name the most important. The user must have at least A-rank medic Nin chakra control. These pulses can also help detect an ambush. Finding no traps or ambushes, Naruto and the mask maker headed deeper into the cave. They walked for about 10 minutes. During that time, they passed a couple of rooms, peering into them along the way. Reaching a large room, the mask maker approached the chair and said, Your grandfather often sat in this chair and helped me with my recovery. And he died in this chair, the mask wearer said in a slightly sad and cold voice. I see, Uzumaki answered dryly, curious about what his ancestor was like. What was he like? When did he save you? He was completely exhausted, aged, and menacing, said the mask maker. Okay, I'd like to know. What's your name? Sorry, but I won't tell you that. Not today, said the mask maker, and then continued. Come on, I'll show you where his grave is. Did you bury him? No, I burned his body with a fireball and made a grave in his memory, said the mask maker, leaving the room and heading somewhere. Naruto followed the mask maker, and after a couple of minutes they reached a clearing. The clearing was unremarkable, with a forest and a couple of hills in the distance. Approaching the forest, Naruto saw a grave. As he approached it, he read, Uchiha Madara XXX. Looking at the mask maker, he asked a question. Did you dig this grave? Naruto asked. Yes, I think I told you about that, said the mask wearer. Yeah, sorry. I just forgot, Naruto said. I showed you his grave and fulfilled his wish. So with that, I'll be leaving, the masked man said, about to disappear, but Naruto stopped him. Can I ask you something? It depends on what you want to know. You're a member of Akatsuki, right? Tell me something about it, Naruto said. We're going to carry out the Eye of the Moon plan. That's all you need to know. The rest you'll find out yourself, the masked man said, disappearing into the vortex. Noticing this, Naruto grinned and headed home. Commentary on conversation with. Regarding the voting, I've decided to remove the snakes. So, Anonymous and Motbi Uchiha, I apologize. Your vote was important, and I apologize for how it turned out. Now we're down to 2 people, and voting continues until the 22nd, when the chapter will be announced. 1. Griffins. 2. Crows. If I forget, spam me in private with a text. When is the chapter? Just kidding. Equals 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 summon equals 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 equals. Commentary on the appeal. Yo, here's the chapter. I decided to end the voting a little early and release the chapter, and you'll find out who won in this part. Smiling face with smiling eyes, enjoy reading. I hope you like it. // a day later. After Naruto's visit to his ancestor's grave // Naruto was now sitting in his room. It hadn't changed at all. The same gray walls and white ceilings. A large bed and a light-colored nightstand next to it. A desk by the window opposite the door. A medium-sized closet containing clothes. It contained a couple of t-shirts, some pants, and several different suits, from business to tracksuits. Okay, I've gotten off topic. Let's get back to our hero. Now Naruto sat and thought about the mask maker's words and his similar ability with Kakashi. So he's also an Uchiha, although I already knew that, but seeing him confirmed my suspicions. He has MS, and this ability. To suck yourself somewhere. No, not like that. To transfer. It's very similar to Kakashi's ability. And if my guess is correct, then Uchiha Obito is hiding under the mask. But I won't jump to conclusions. His Sharingan could have been captured. Okay. It's all very complicated. And then there's this. Eye of the Moon plan. What does it involve? But his thoughts were interrupted by a knock on the door. Our brunette got out of bed and headed for the door. Opening the door, he saw a young man of about 13. He had hair the color of the sun and eyes clearer than the sky itself. He was dressed in an orange jumpsuit with blue and white trim. Underneath the jumpsuit was a white t-shirt. This young man was the son of Konoha's Yellow Lightning, Minma Namikaze. Looking at the blonde, our brunette sighed and asked the most logical question. Did you come to me just like that or on business? Hello, Naruto. Let's talk, Minma said. Looking at Minma, Naruto sighed and went into the house. Come in, just close the door. Looking at Naruto's back with eyes that burned with hope, Minma said, and went into the house, closing the door. Walking into the kitchen, Naruto approached the kettle and put it on. Minma, following Naruto into the kitchen, didn't know what to do. Sit down at the table, said Naruto. Do you want tea or coffee? Asked Naruto, pouring water into a mug. Tea. And what did you want to talk about? Naruto asked, putting down 2 mugs of mint tea. I'd like to talk about you and your family. About how your father treated you, Minma said, his voice shaking slightly. And ask, why don't you want to forgive your mother? Why don't I want to forgive Kushina-san? Let me think, Naruto said, taking a sip of tea. I don't want to forgive her. No, that's not it. I can't forgive her. Not now, Naruto said in a calm voice. But why? Minma said, jumping up. Ha, you amuse me, Minma. You know why? Because you can get emotional very quickly and easily. But okay, I'll answer that question. Because Kushina-san knew what it was like to be a Jinchuriki, and for the last few years, she hasn't visited me. Even when Minato told her about me, that I exist, he didn't tell her that I was their son. She didn't even go to see me, didn't come and ask how I was doing. Was everything okay? She didn't do anything. Naruto was completely calm as he said all this, sipping his tea. I see, Minma said, looking a little sad. He was very upset that Naruto was talking about his mother like that, but he understood. He would have done the same if he were in his place. No, he would most likely have taken revenge on them. What about me and your family? We're different, and the only thing that connects us is blood. To me, you're nothing, just the village head's family. I have a family. Brother Kakashi, my girlfriend Anko, my best friend the fox, Grandpa. That's enough for me. I don't need more. I don't intend to return to my family. There was no need to throw them away. I'm not going to forgive Kushina-san or the Hokage. And I'm not angry with you. You're not to blame for anything, Naruto said, finishing his tea and watching Minma's actions. Minma sat for a couple of minutes digesting all the information he received, after which he finished his tea and, getting up from the table, said, Thanks for taking the time to tell me. I think I'll be going. Thanks for the tea, said Minma as he left. Take care, brother, said Minma as he left Naruto's house. You take care of yourself too, brother, Naruto said with a smile. Did you really admit that your brother was innocent and call him your brother? Asked the fox. You were right. Minma isn't to blame for anything. He's a good and kind person. He's like the sun in the sky, Naruto said to Kurama. Ha, so you're growing up if you started to understand it. Well, if you've understood it, when will you go to the world of summoning? Said Kurama. I think tonight. I'll just warn everyone, Naruto said. / a couple of hours later / evening / Well, I'm ready, Naruto said, and began performing hand seals. After performing the seals, he hit the floor and disappeared in a puff of smoke. / in an unknown place / Naruto opened his eyes and looked around. He was in the forest. Just as he was about to leave, he heard something. Another Uchiha. And why are you so drawn here? Someone said. Who's there? Naruto asked, looking around and seeing a flock of crows sitting above him. It was me, said one of the ravens. Who are you, man? I am Uchiha Naruto, the Jinchuriki of the nine-tailed demon fox Kurama, and I would like to make a contract with you, Naruto said to the crows. I feel the blood of the true Uchiha clan in you, said the white raven. Who are your parents? My father is Yonde Minato Namikaze, and my mother is the bloody habanera Kushina Uzumaki, but I'll beat you to it. My great-grandfather was Uchiha Madara, and I am the reincarnation of Indra Otsutsuki. That's probably why you sense strong Uchiha blood in me, Naruto said. I see, so you are the child from the prophecy, said the white raven. That's not known yet, because to find out we need Hagoromo Otsutsuki or the Toad Sage, said Naruto. You're smart for your age. Okay, we'll make a contract with you, follow us, said the white crow and led Naruto and the other crows in an unknown direction. Commentary on the appeal. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't understand anything, don't be afraid to ask questions. I'll answer them. As for voting, this was my first attempt, but I want to improve this method so you too can participate in the fate of this universe. That's all I wanted to tell you, and on that note, I'll take my leave. If you need me, I'm sitting here drinking tea. Join me. Equals 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 preparation equals 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 equals. Commentary on preparation. Yo, hi. Here's the chapter. It's a little late. I'm writing this, but I won't be releasing any more chapters for a while due to a writer's block. Good luck with your studies, everyone. Bye. / evening. World of Summoning. 7:40 p.m. Naruto followed the White Raven as he passed through the trees. After passing another tree, he emerged into a clearing. In the clearing stood a tower of impressive size. It was composed of unknown, dark-colored materials. At the top of the tower was a roof like that of some ancient castle. Several houses were also near the tower. Mountains were visible in the distance. A lake was also located not far from the tower. Coming closer to the tower, Naruto said, "And this tower is of impressive size. It's impressive." "This is a temple, not a tower," said the White Raven. "Oh," there was a small mistake, grinning face with sweat. "Wait! A temple? So they can be that big?" "Wow," Naruto said, a little shocked. "Yes,